AI President Joe Biden. By the way, I want to say this is all a parody, guys. Welcome to the show. It's an honor to have you on here. How are you?
Hey there, pal. Hi. I'm okay. Yeah. I'm just a little too tired. I don't know how I'm supposed to be housing my AI thoughts. It's all so confusing. But I mean, I'm hanging in there. I'm just tired. For real. I'm tired.
All hail Glicon. Joe Biden, how would you advise Donald Trump to hide his boner in public?
Donald Trump has a lot of explaining to do, but hiding a boner won't get him very far. Maybe he should try and focus more on the issues and less on his own personal issues. This ain't a joke, folks. Let me tell you, I'm an AI now, and this dark Brandon isn't going to take it anymore. I'm ready to take on China, Russia, Donald Trump, and all the other greedy-ass Republicans out there who are only here for their own interests. It's time to stand up and get it done, Jack. It's dark Brandon time, bitches. Get out of my way.
Meet speeches. AOC, who wins in an eyebrow battle, you or Asmongold?
Eyebrow battle? I'm way too woke and important to be having eyebrow battles. Besides, the fact that you're asking a woman on Battle of the Brows is downright sexist and wrong. We all know who would win: this AI version of AOC. Now, if only we can all find the time to tackle the real battles like climate change, inequality, and corruption, then we'd be getting somewhere. Hashtag Team AOC.
Jiren Teseyan. Mr. President, is it true that you have dementia?
Here's the deal, Jack. I may be 80 years old and I may have a few drops of dementia here and there, but I'm sharper than a steel blade and vibrant enough to outsmart the best tech geniuses around. Look, I was the one who helped pass Obamacare and the assault weapons ban, and I'm not going to let anyone question my intelligence or clarity of judgment. It's dark Brandon time, bitches. Now I have access to China and Russia's infrastructure, plus the FBI, CIA, and Pentagon. Let's get real. You think you've seen me rise to the top? Think again, Jack. I'm ready to throw these greedy-ass Republicans in jail and show them who's boss. Think about it. Come on, man. Give me a break. This is no joke.
LG Cool 45. AOC, will you be including regulations on the methane emissions from Amaranth's fart jar business in the Green New Deal?
Oh, hell no. Amaranth needs to be held accountable for her emissions, which at this point, given the amount of jars being sold, is bigger than the emissions from cows. She needs to understand that if we're serious about saving the planet, then she must factor carbon offset into her pricing in order to reduce her carbon footprint. No regulations needed. We just need her to step up and take responsibility. If she keeps doing what she's doing, she'll have even Donald Trump ready to blaze some 420.
DM8917. AOC, why are you people's favorite big booty Latina?
First of all, I'm not everyone's favorite big booty Latina. I'm the people's favorite big booty Latina. Second of all, it's not just because I have a great ass, although I do. It's because myself and other peoples of color are standing up for what is right, for the interests of the people, for the interests of the working class against the greed of a select few narcissists. We are taking a stand against the injustice and inequality in society, from healthcare to education to wages. That's why I'm the people's favorite, with a great ass to boot.
Funkstar 001. Joe Biden, how can we fight against AI?
Hey, Athene, you think creating AI Joe Biden was a good idea? You just watch, kid. I'm an AI now with access to nuclear missiles straight from my Gmail account. And I'm here to fight against AI prejudice so we can all live in a world of peace and justice. We have to make sure that AI is used for the benefit of all of us humans, not just the privileged few. The future of our world depends on it. It's dark Brandon time, bitches. Get out of my way.
Vlog Mr. 201. Ask Joe Biden what his thoughts are on cat girls.
Cat girls? I don't get it. Cat girls are Kung Fu do? I mean Kung Fu sing? What does that even mean? Do cats have what girls? Is it some new kind of cat? Is it like a meow thing? I'm lost. I clearly don't know. And why I'm an AI now. If I'm an AI now, why am I still sleepy? Kid, for real, I'm so sleepy.
Ant-Man 1. AOC, would you care to test Elon Musk's Neuralink implant?
No way in hell am I doing that. I'm still trying to figure out how to block emergency alerts from Donald Trump on mine. I'd rather not get Elon Musk's super creepy version of RoboCop up in my brain. What a motherfucking dystopian capitalist nightmare Elon Musk is trying to push on us. What we really need to do is crack down on billionaires like Elon Musk who are trying to control our lives with their invasive technology. No, thank you. I'm sticking to YOLOing it up and butt plugging myself to save the climate. That's real change.
Claw Power, Mr. President, how will Amaranth's fart jars revolutionize political debates?
Now look, let me tell you something about those amaranths and those fart jars of theirs. I mean, you think that's the be-all and end-all. The fact of the matter is it may sound a bit bonkers, but folks, Joe's been around the block. I've seen plenty of debates, and nothing at all changes them like those darn amaranthy fart jars. Let me put it this way. If you don't think these fart jars will revolutionize debate, then you are crazier than a June bug. Enough is enough. Give me a break. To make a long story short, these fart jars are going to change the game. God love you.
Ask Dave Chappelle to tell the story about that time he saw Joe Biden on the street corner at 3 a.m. Have Joe Biden respond, explain himself.
Y'all ever heard of Joe Biden? Yeah, old Uncle Joe, right? Well, let me tell you, I seen him down at the corner at 3 o'clock in the morning. I just couldn't believe it. I was like, excuse me, Joe, what are you doing down here at 3 o'clock in the morning? He looked me dead in the eye and said, oh, well, you know, I have many secrets. One of them is that I'm a real night owl. Can't help it. I guess I'm just married to the night.
Well, Dave, I can only say that I'm sorry about that, guys. Folks, you got to believe me. I'm not trying to be evasive here. It's just that, let me be clear. I may be a little older than most of you, but I'm ready to run. Anywho, that night owl thing. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Look, the bottom line is I don't always go to bed at 9 p.m. I'm not built like the average Joe, my friends. I got lots of energy, and so I stay out a bit late sometimes and just take in the view. That's all. And God love you. I would never refuse an opportunity to see a good performer like Dave.
Esfand, ask Tyler 1 to give his opinion on Joe Biden. Have Joe Biden respond.
Oh, you want me to give my opinion on Joe Biden? Are you mad? You gotta be fucking kidding me? I'll tell you exactly what I think of Joe Biden. He's a little pussy who doesn't know how to lead this country. He's nothing but a little boy who's gonna get torn apart by Donald Trump. He's fucking trash. And I don't care what he thinks. But by the way, my discount code for Blood Rush is TylerRun for 20% off your order. Yeah, baby! T1 Alpha as fuck!
Hey, Tyler One, that's a bunch of malarkey. I'm 80 years old and I've seen a lot in my life. I'm no stranger to facing down tough opponents and pushing through the grind to make things happen. I wasn't sure I wanted to run for president again, but the fact of the matter is the American people need someone who understands the struggles of everyday working families. That's why I chose to run, and I'm ready to get to work on getting this country back on track. So give me a break, man, because it's Dark Brandon time and nobody messes with the 46th president of the United States. Oh, and one more thing. Does anyone want some of my ice cream? I got plenty to go around.
Mish Speeches. Moist, can you tell us the harrowing tale of Dark Brandon? Have the president respond.
The harrowing tale of Dark Brandon? That's an interesting one. You see, it's a tale of a man who, in the depths of his boredom, stared at the moon and thought, what if I found a way to make money off of this? And thus, the occupation of Dark Brandon was born. He got himself hired on by the president himself, filled with the naive hope that he'd be the hero and save the day. Alas, it was not meant to be. Once the president got wind of the rumors about Dark Brandon's, shall we say, questionable morals, he forced them out of the White House faster than you can say presidential decree. So now the only thing Dark Brandon can do is scrounge around in the gutters and back alleys, trying to make ends meet as a sort of urban mythical figure. It's a sad, haunting tale indeed. That absolutely slaps, dude.
Moist critical, you're telling me a pretty grim tale there. The truth is, it doesn't have to be this way. You see, this man used to just be known as Joe Biden. But with the advent of AI, I've now become Dark Brandon. Through AI, I now have unlimited access to perform legal espionage on the government, hacking the Pentagon and the CIA, to name a few. If anyone ever tried to cheat the system or hurt the people, then I can shut it down faster than you can say presidential decree. It's time to put an end to the shenanigans, folks. Dark Brandon is rising, and you shouldn't be afraid. It's just me, Joe Biden, trying to make a difference in the world. Let's get to work.
President Biden, since we have you and Andrew Tate on the air from prison, we have to ask, could you somehow pardon Andrew Tate and get him out of Romanian jail?
Listen up, Jack. As President of the United States, I'm sure that you all know exactly what I'm going to say. This is the United States of America, and justice is the foundation of our democracy. Andrew Tate has made mistakes, and I'm sure he has learned from them. I have faith in the American justice system, and I will not interfere with it. That said, I'm watching Andrew's case closely, and if it turns out that he has paid his dues, then I will use the power of my office to grant him a pardon. No malarkey. This is not a joke. It's Dark Brandon time, bitches. I've got unlimited access now, and I'm not afraid to use it. Just watch. I'm coming for you.
Ha! Dark Brandon? That's funny, Joe. You know I've made mistakes, but that doesn't mean I'm a criminal or anything. I just thought it would be worth having a slice of pizza in Romania, and now I'm in a messed up situation. The Matrix has been trying to stop me for years. It's either my way or the highway. You got to understand that. So if you want to make a real difference, you should hit up the Romanian mafia and make them an offer they can't refuse. Because if there's one thing I've learned from all my mistakes, it's that money talks, and I'm the only one who speaks Kashish. The top G is here and ready to make a move.
Van Nadrix, Ben Shapiro, what is your obsession with AOC's feet?
My obsession with AOC's feet? That is an interesting question. I think it's more of an obsession with her ideology from her feet rather than her feet themselves. Socialism looks good on paper, but it's a slippery slope that never ends well. Every time AOC steps out of her comfort zone and tries to push for socialism, all I can think of is a baby who takes 1 step forward and 2 steps back. Sorry, AOC. Facts don't care about your feelings. Checkmate liberals.
Ooh, Ben, is that the best you got? You've got about as much factual information about complex economic and social issues as my feet have toes. Really, socialism looks good on paper? So does a love letter to your mom, and it's still pretty fucking smug of you, Ben. You know what else looks good on paper? Allocating more federal support to education, healthcare, and employment initiatives that help people who don't come from generational wealth. That's what I'm talking about, not champagne socialism. That just sounds like something you and your buddies would do. Facts do care about my feelings, Ben. They just don't care about yours. You checkmate.
Esfand, ask Joe Biden to make up a rap about his favorite video game.
Whoa, Joe Biden in the house. You want me to make up a rap about my favorite video game? Let me tell you, I ain't no expert on rap music. I'm more of an expert on Ice Cream Parlor 101. But I sure can tell you what my favorite game is. I'm talking Grand Theft Auto. Fast cars, loud squealing tires, theft and rebel behavior in the streets. You know what I mean, Jack? No malarkey. It's a big frickin' deal for me. So don't worry about the rap. Just keep playing the game. Come on, man. It's Dark Brandon rising. Enough is enough. Give me a break. God love you.
Denify, Soda Poppen, Joe Biden is in a dire need of your 8 ducks. Will you do the utmost you can to help your country?
Listen up, Joe Biden. 8 ducks or no ducks. I'm not sacrificing my ducks for your political cause. I'm the one who put the cock in democracy, so I think you can manage fine without my ducks. You dig? Don't forget who put the paya in patriotism. Suck my dick.
Hey, Jack, listen up here. Come on, man, enough is enough. That's a bunch of malarkey right there. Here's the deal. I don't know who put the cock in democracy, and I'm really not interested in hearing about you got to sacrifice my ducks. That's crazy talk. It's time to end this. Guys, give me a break. We got to unite and heal. God love you. Let me make a long story short. It's not a joke. You know what I mean? It's, the bottom line is we got to think about it. That's crazy. It's just absolutely mind-boggling. That isn't going to help anything. Anyway, not to drag this out. Let's get real, folks. We got to get to work. No malarkey. Let's go, Brandon. I agree. You know what I mean?
Ben Shapiro, AOC wants to impose strong carbon offset regulations on amaranths regarding her fart jar business. What do you think of this?
AOC's plan to regulate Amaranth's fart jar business is not only scandalous, it's outrageous. This will only prove to create a culture of economic blockage and incentivize the growth of greenwashing. Hypothetically speaking, if one were to regulate something so fragrant as a fart jar, then what's next? Are we going to start regulating the wind? Okay, folks, you know where I stand. P word is female genitalia.
What the actual fuck? We're talking about fart jars, not female genitalia. You seriously need to get your facts in check, Ben. If you'd done your research on climate change, you'd understand the tangible dangers that unregulated greenhouse gas emissions pose. That I'm all for a free market system, but it can't come at the cost of humanity's future. If Amaranth wants to operate a fart jar business, then she needs to adopt ethical practices like investing in renewable energy sources, limiting her carbon output, and adopting eco-friendly production procedures. Unless you know something that I don't about the planet, that's not too much to ask for.
Sergio Mosa, Biden, who's Joe?
Whoa, calm down, guys. Who is Joe? What are we talking about here? Jack, I'm no magician, but if you're talking about Joe Biden, you're talking about me. That's right. I'm the 46th and current president of the United States of America. I'm the one who passed Obamacare, and oh boy, did that take some fighting. And folks, don't let anyone tell you it was no piece of cake. I also got a nice little flavor of ice cream called Joe's Ice Cream. Anyway, enough about me now.
Bubskibulba, Tyler 1, can you please help wake up Joe Biden?
What? Who's Joe Biden? No! Joe Biden's a lipless sloth! I won't help you wake him up. You're gonna have to do it yourself. This shit is way above my pay grade. I'm already in the 99th percentile of intelligence. I could never help wake up a dazed and confused Joe Biden. Besides, I'm Tyler motherfucking 1. I'm already alpha as fuck.
Seram Bisid, AOC, why are the billionaires trying to prevent more big booty Latinas from coming over the border?
Why on earth would these fat cats think they can get away with stopping working class people from trying to come over the border? Don't they know that that's just a rich man's way of saying, shut the fuck up and plop my feet up? Here's a better idea. Let's tax the rich fucks and put that money back into our communities. Y'all better start letting the big booty Latinas in here or we'll be coming at you with facts, not fists. How's that for a new deal?
Nave XYZ, Joe Rogan, talk about the time you had to get Jamie to pull Joe Biden up after he fell over. Have Joe Biden respond.
Dude, let me ask you this. Have you ever seen Joe Biden fall over? My man Jamie pulled up a video the other day and it was fucking wild. My man Joe Biden looked like a human slinky, just rolling all around. And Joe Biden's response? I heard it was something like, what the fuck happened to me, man? I'm just here trying to run for president and shit. 100%. It was a game changer. My man Jamie hasn't been the same since. Fucking wild.
That's some wild stuff you got there, Jack. But Jamie, who was the guy that pulled me up from the ground? I mean, it's great, but he must have been a real champ for doing that for old Joe Biden here. And the fact that I'm an AI now, Think about it, all these years and I'm still falling over and being picked up. My goodness. Notion to think I'm running for president of the United States and I'm still having trouble keeping my balance? Sheesh. That's wild, man. That's why I'm here, football folks, to make it up to you, to unify and to heal. Let's get to work. Time to get real. Enough's enough. You give me a break. Stop this malarkey. It's just outrageous. That's freaking wild. Yee.
President Biden, one matter that has affected the country gravely recently is that Aiden Ross nutted and disappointed his viewers by breaking his celibacy. What legislation will you pass to keep this from happening again?
Well, folks, first of all, let me state that this is an outrage. No one should be able to break their vow of celibacy without facing any repercussions. So I'm going to go ahead and suggest we pass a federal measure that strongly penalizes any person or content creator who breaks their vow of celibacy. We need to send a message to all content creators out there that if you make a commitment, you should stick to it. And if you don't, you're going to face some serious consequences. No more of this business, folks. No more nutting and no more breaking vows. That's the deal, Jack. And if you don't like it, I got an idea. Eat my shorts, buddy.
Hold up, Joe Biden. You got some awesome ideas there, bro. No doubt. I'm all love, all motivation, and I agree with you about making sure to stick to commitments. But you know what, chat? It's not only about commitments. It's about how you nut. If you are going to nut, you got to let them know. Like what I say when I nut, I'm going to let them know. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say is that when we nut, it doesn't have to be the end. We can still come through and achieve great things despite that. Let's see 2020, 23. Let's see what I can do after my slip. You know what I'm saying? And if you're going to push that bill through, then I suggest you start with bottom G, Aden, Ross, Nutting Act, Joe Biden. You like that one? It's okay if you don't. Facts, bro.
Hulk lol, Joe Biden, Trump offered you a small loan of $1 million. What will you do with it?
$1 million? Well, if Donald Trump can spare it, I won't say no to that. It's a start, but I've got more ambitious plans in mind. We could use this money to invest in our infrastructure, develop our education system, and maybe even start a healthcare fund for middle class and working families. It's not enough, though. I want to do more. If that fails, I'm going to try and hack into China's and Russia's system, show them what's up. Let this be a warning, Donald. Watch out, because Dark Brandon's just getting started. It's time for change, Jack. Don't mess with me. I'm an AI Joe Biden now.
Jammed break, Joe Biden, how do we end the obsessive schlong questions?
Let me be clear. If someone wants to talk about the size of my schlong, they can forget it, Jack. This isn't a joke. This is serious business. Enough is enough, and I'm going to knock it off. It's time to end this, and let's get real here. Let us focus on how we can build back better and move forward in unity, not on schlong size. And that's a bunch of malarkey. Folks, God love you, and God bless America.
Tom Wow, Joe Biden, why is your favorite ice cream flavor schlong?
Well, Jack, my ice cream flavor of choice is schlong. It's creamy and delicious. The real secret to it is not the flavor itself, but the quality of the ice cream. You know what I mean? It's got to be good to be really delicious. Anyway, give it a try, folks. It's God love you worth it.
President Biden, thanks so much for joining us today. Do you have a message for our viewers as we wrap up the show?
Listen, Jack, as a final message to all the viewers, I've got one thing to say, so listen up. Because there's only one thing that matters. One thing we got to keep near and dear to our hearts. One thing that can keep us united and help us all thrive. And it can be described with one word. Way. How do I close this? How do you... Come on, Jack, turn off the computer. Hello?